Hello, welcome to another edition of Capper Comparison Picks. You made a big mess right here. I'm Ranj, and today I'll be giving you the Capper Comparison Picks for UFC Vegas 58. More prelim fights. Be sure to check out the video I did yesterday with the early prelims where I covered 3 of the prelim fights, and now I'm moving right up the order on Tapology as they have it listed and getting into some more prelim fights. So, to start off this card, we've got the female flyweight fight between Antonina Shevchenko, sister of Valentina, taking on Courtney Casey, wife of Drakkar Klose. Interesting facts. What? What's so funny? Okay, Antonina Shevchenko is coming in as the favorite. She is 9-4 as a professional. Courtney Casey, 10-9 as a professional, coming in as a plus 150 underdog here. Okay, so we're going to discuss Shevchenko first. She's 37 years old. Courtney Casey is 35, so age not a big factor in this fight. Antonina Shevchenko, La Pantera, is coming off back-to-back losses. Most recently, she lost to Casey O'Neill, where she got ground and pound, round 2. Before that, I can't see close with my glasses on. They're for seeing far. Before that, she had lost to Andrea Lee, triangle armbar, round 2. Take those glasses off, or they're going to mess your eyes up. Prior to that, she has a win against Ariana Lipski. Ariana Lipski, not that great. She's just very attractive. The queen of violence. She was good over at KSW, but in the UFC, I think she's only got like 1 win. So it's a win. At least it's a win, right? Before that, she lost to Caitlin Chookagian. And before that, bet unanimous decision lost by Hiya! Can I get a Hiya? Caitlin Chookagian. Before that, whatever. She beat Lucy Pudilova by rear naked choke in round 2. She will have the 1-inch height and 1-inch reach advantage over Courtney Casey. She's like her and her sister float around. I mean, on Tapology says Tiger Muay Thai. She did go back to, I do believe, her last camp for this fight was in Kyrgyzstan, where her and Valentina are from, and she's back on Instagram. She is training with her coach out of Kyrgyzstan, who is a Tiger Muay Thai coach, so maybe we'll consider it Tiger Muay Thai. Azim Asmankulov, who's a coach to her and Valentina when they are home back to their homeland, Kyrgyzstan. Now her opponent, Courtney Casey, comes in here. Like I mentioned, she is the wife of Drakkar Klose. They have a lovely family. They have a little boy. It's a family gym. They all go to MMA Lab, but when I say it's a family gym, that means the boy is there too. There's a lot of Instagram pictures with him in the gym as she's working out. She trains Drakkar Klose holding pads. Drakkar Klose, also a UFC fighter. So they spend a lot of time as a family in MMA Lab, the gym. So Courtney Casey getting a lot of work in over there for cast iron Courtney Casey. She's coming off a win. Good for her. Liana Jojua, unanimous decision. Before that, she has back-to-back losses. She lost to JJ Aldrich by split decision. And prior to that, she lost to Jillian Robertson, rear naked choke, round 3. She did beat Mara Borella prior to that by armbar, round 1. And she took a loss to Cynthia Calvillo, who we'll be talking about a little later. She lost to her by unanimous decision. That's her last 5. She is 2-3 in her last 5. Not very good, but Antonina also not very good, being 2-3 in her last 5. So I don't know. This is a lower level female flyweight fight, and as of lately, females flip a coin really or just go with the value, go with the underdog, you know, spam bet it. What are you doing? Get that off there. Your fingers are probably right in the camera lens. Yeah. So let's see what these cappers have to say in regards to this fight between La Pantera, Antonina Shevchenko, and Cast Iron Courtney Casey. And then I'll give you my pick. So starting off with the favorite in Antonina Shevchenko, we've got the Stat Diggers. That's Uncle Weezy and DFS Brady. DFS by the numbers Brady. Both of them not confident at all, but both of them are siding with Shevchenko. They think she has better stand-up, better striking. So I do believe that's what they said. Then jumping back over here, we've got the MMA Guru. The Guru with the knit cap from the UK, not to be confused with MMA Prediction Guru. Those are two different people. This is the one out of the United Kingdom. Where's the beanie? Taking Shevchenko, we've got Bert MMA. Young gentleman, great capper, fantastic capper. Also doing fitness videos. In shape, gotta love him. What is he, like 17, 18 or something like that? Doing things right, Bert. You're doing right. You're doing it right. Bert says decision. Bert MMA. Of course it's going to be a decision. The over 2.5 rounds is -215. Pretty much a decision all around. Speaking of big chalky picks, we've got UFC Celebrities and Classics. He's on the side of Courtney Casey. UFC C and C. That is the Bulgarian Cowboy. Vlad, that's Nora's favorite capper, and his original pick is it goes over 2.5 rounds, -215 is chalky, so there's that. Then for the tiebreaker, we've got MMA Pick'em's podcast, and that is Ray, and Ray from Pick'em's podcast is on the side of Antonina Shevchenko. Pick'em's podcast. And of course he's also saying by decision, which is the likely method of victory here for whichever side you're taking. So the cappers edge out Shevchenko to get the win here. I'm still, kind of torn. I guess I'll have I'll take a look at how they look in face-offs, but those can be deceiving too. But as of right now, just going by like recency bias, Courtney Casey's coming off a win, Shevchenko's coming off a loss. Courtney Casey, and on Instagram, showing a lot of hard work with her husband over at MMA Lab. Her husband and her boy, her little kid. I like that. The whole family goes into it, gets into it. Shevchenko training in Kyrgyzstan or Tiger Muay Thai, one of those. But over there with her coach Azim Asmankulov. But I'm going to go with Courtney Casey here to get it done in this, low-level women's MMA. I don't really know, but I'm going to side with the plus money. Might as well take the value. Plus money junkies in the house. I'm going to take her by decision. So moving on. Next we have my favorite fight of these three. We've got Aimann Zahabi, younger brother to Firas Zahabi. Firas Zahabi is the head coach over at TriStar MMA, which is up in Canada. As of late, haven't really produced any kick-ass champions, but they used to have a name, a reputation up there as being one of the better gyms out of Canada. Probably the most famous gym out of Canada, I'll tell you that. So, Aimann Zahabi's coming in as a slight underdog, plus 158. Ricky Turcios, Pretty Ricky, 11-2, coming in as a favorite at -183. I saw it at -190, so the line did move a little bit, meaning I guess money's been coming in a little bit on Aimann Zahabi. Interesting enough. But let's talk about the favorite first in Pretty Ricky Turcios. Pretty Ricky, probably known from The Ultimate Fighter, where he came out of that. Had some good wins over there. Before Ultimate Fighter, he was in Fury FC. He does have a loss to Manny Martinez in Fury FC. Interesting. He lost the first round, too, by punches. After that, he beat Khalid Petrite, armbar round 2. That's what got him the invitation to the Ultimate Fighter house. And Ultimate Fighter, they call them exhibition matches, but I still count them. He beat Daniel Argueta, unanimous decision, and then he beat Ludwig Scholinian, also unanimous decision. Both happened in the house. Then he got his UFC contract, got a UFC debut against another Ultimate Fighter house guy, Brady Highstand, where he beat Brady Highstand by split decision for Ricky Turcios. Ricky Turcios is the younger fighter here. He's 29. Aimann Zahabi is 34. Okay, Aimann Zahabi coming off a win against little Draco Rodriguez, the cannonball wrestler type guy. Draco Rodriguez. He beat him by an overhand right in round 1. Good win, Aimann Zahabi, good win. Before that, he had back-to-back losses. He lost to Vince Morales, unanimous decision. Before that, he lost to Ricardo Ramos, spinning back elbow, round 3. Man, not a good look there, but Ricardo Ramos is a live fan. He's a good fighter. He's good. Before that, he had his UFC debut where he did win against Reginaldo Vieira, unanimous decision. And before that, he was in Prestige, which is obviously a Canadian regional scene. As you know, he's from TriStar in Canada. And it's East Coast Canada too, like Quebec area. He beat Kyle Oliveira. Kyle Oliveira got an injury in round 1, so he couldn't go on. That's how he got that win. So Aimann Zahabi, brother of Faraz, coming in here plus money against Pretty Ricky Turcios, from Ultimate Fighter. Oh, by the way, Pretty Ricky, he's training. He's hopping between 2 gyms. He's got Gracie Barra Woodlands and also Alpha Male. He's hopping in between. He's brought in some interesting fighters to train with. He's been training with Great White Alex Morono. This is all Instagram from what I gathered. Kendall Weeks, he has a coach named Matthew Wald. That is the Gracie Barra Woodlands coach. He brought in a collegiate standout wrestler, a guy named Joe Hendershot. And also he's been training with a guy from Alpha Male called Samson Saucer. So Ricky Turcios been putting it in. Aimann Zahabi, I couldn't find his Instagram. I don't even know if he has one. I found Faraz, but I couldn't find Aimann, so I don't really know. And there's no recent pictures of him training. But Pretty Ricky, his Instagram posts are like a week old, so they're definitely, that's who he's been training with. Okay. Oh, by the way, Ricky Turcios, 1-inch height, 4-inch reach advantage. That will probably come into play here for Pretty Ricky. So, starting with Pretty Ricky, we've got the MMA guru. He's on the side of Pretty Ricky. We've got Bert he's saying by decision. We got UFC celebrities and classics. He's saying inside the distance. Okay, Vlad, I gotcha. MMA Pick'em's podcast, Ray is saying Turcios will get the decision. And to close it all out, we've got both the stat diggers on the side of Ricky Turcios with the tail of the tape advantage, height, reach, youth. I'll come and play, making this a full capper consensus. A full capper consensus is what, Nor?
Let all the handicappers pick one side of the whiteboard.
And in this case, all the handicappers are in agreement in taking Pretty Ricky Turcios. Throw some good luck pearls. I see you have been. Thanks, baby. So, yeah, I'm going to also side with Pretty Ricky. It's not, I don't know, Faraz Zahabi, he's decent. He's decent. He can shock the world. He can shock everybody, but I'm going with the consensus pick. I like Pretty Ricky. I called this fight, if you've been watching my program for a while, I called this like when it was like a month ago. When I first heard it was announced, I was like, side note, I'm siding with Pretty Ricky before I saw the stats or before I saw the line, the odds, anything. All over Pretty Ricky. And I think he's going to get it done by decision. I mean, but for us, Zahabi, yeah. I mean, he could get it done within distance. That's how Vlad thinks it's going to be, inside the distance. But I think I'm going to stick with my pick on decision. I just think he's going to get more volume. Pretty Ricky throws a lot of punches and they land. A lot of significant punches. He is a striker through and through. If it goes to the ground, he has a slight advantage there too. Even though Zahabi is a black belt out of TriStar, so we'll see. But Pretty Ricky, training out of Alpha Male, I think he can do things on the ground as well. So moving on. Finally, we've got the flyweight fight. Another female fight. Another female flyweight fight. The Cynthia Calvillo taking on Nina Nunes. Yuck. Both these girls, not that good. Not that good. I'm sorry to say. They're both coming off losses. Nina Nunes is slight underdog here. She did have that little bit of time away. She had a baby, you know, raising it with her mamay, or I forgot what they call her, but with Amanda Nunes, her life partner or whatever. But Nina was the one that actually birthed the baby. Cynthia Calvillo, 34 years old. Nina Nunes, 36. So age not really a factor there. They're both on the wrong side of 30 at flyweight. Women's MMA, it's a big question marks all over it. You know what I'm saying? Cynthia Calvillo once was at Alpha Male. She is now fighting out of Syndicate, training with Max Laley, Coach John Wood, and training partner Emily Whitmire. You might know her as Emily Quitmire, Emily Spitfire, Quitmire, Shipmire. I've heard a lot of them, but Emily Whitmire. Okay, I know Emily Whitmire not the best. You know, I think she's on a big old losing streak, but a training partner for Cynthia Calvillo, which is good. Good to have someone that, you know, female UFC fighter you can roll with. So that's good. Cynthia is coming off a loss to Andrea Lee, where she pretty much quit in between rounds on a stool. I guess her corner said you can't go back out there, but I remember, I think she pretty much said, yeah, I can't go back out there. And then her corner said, we'll take the blame for it. And yeah, she quit on corner stoppage, round 2. Before that, she lost to Jessica Andrade. That's forgivable. Jessica Andrade, you know, top tier female fighter. She lost by punches in round 1. That's forgivable. Also, her loss to Caitlin Chukagian before that by unanimous decision. Caitlin, I mean, she's on a streak. I think she's on like something like a 4-fight win streak or something. Her last loss, I think, was to Shevchenko or somebody fantastic. I forget. But anyway. Before that, though, Cynthia Calvillo beat Jessica I, who just recently retired last weekend. Now she wants to go into professional wrestling. She's all about it. She's all about it. She's trying to, she wants to compete with the people's eyebrow. Like, who's got the better eyebrow? Rock or Evil Eye? I don't know, weirdo. Before that, Cynthia Calvillo had a draw against Marina Rodriguez. Marina Rodriguez, phenomenal striker out of the Brazilian scene. I love Marina Rodriguez. As a fighter, she's fantastic. I always seem to pick on her side. I'd like to see how far she can go up the rankings too. I'm a big supporter of her. Now let's talk about Nina Nunes and her losses and wins. Most recent top 5. She's coming off a loss to Mackenzie Dern, phenomenal BJJ practitioner. Mackenzie Dern armbarred her round 1. Before that, she lost to Tatiana Suarez by unanimous decision. That's forgivable, I suppose. Before that, she beat Claudio Gadelha, unanimous decision. That was when she was still Nina Amsarov, before she was Nunes, before she got married to Amanda. Before that, she beat Randa Marcos, unanimous decision. That was good. And she beat Angela Hill, Overkill Hill. A lot of people beat her by robbery. I don't remember that fight. I don't even know if I watched it, but she did beat Angela Hill, unanimous decision also. So her last 5, 3-2. Not bad compared to Cynthia Calvillo's 1-3-1 in her last 5. Interesting enough. Nina Nunes will have a 1-inch height advantage. They have the same reach. She's training out of ATT on Instagram, showing her training with Tony Gravely, LFA champ Jacqueline Aimann, and then we got Alex Chambers and Vanessa Kills, all training partners for Nina Nunes, getting all sweaty, hot and bothered down ATT Coconut Creek. Why Amanda Nunes, Amanda Nunes now doing Ultimate Fighter House. Her and what's her name, the champ there, I forget, but anyway, women's MMA, what are you gonna do? So, let's see what the cappers have to say in this interesting fight, starting with Cynthia Calvillo, the favorite. We've got Vlad, UFC. Vlad is the kind of like the girl whisperer, female fight whisperer. Matter of fact, last week, he was like the only capper that I featured that picked Stoliarenko. The only one, and he picked her by armbar. What happened? She won by armbar. I was saying everybody else was on the side of Jessica Rose Clark, and he stuck with his guns, took the favorite. So Vlad, I think he's onto something when he's picking females. That's why I specifically want to use him for this show, because I had 2 female fights here. But his main pick, obviously, over 2.5 rounds, minus 225. Yeah, but he hasn't picked a side. He's going to go with Cynthia Calvillo. Then jumping over Nina Nunes, definitely not Amanda. Nina Nunes, we've got Bert. And he's saying by decision, obviously, for Nina Nunes. The Strinya. I don't know what that translates to. I don't know what that nickname means, but that is her nickname, Strinya. Then taking Cynthia Calvillo, we've got the Beanie Guru. Guru is saying by decision for Cynthia Calvillo. Then we've got the Stat Diggers. Once again, not confident at all with the female fights, but they're going to take the plus money on Nina Nunes. And finally, for the tiebreaker, we've got Ray again from Pick'em's Podcast, MMA Pick'em's Podcast. Just happened to be the order I watched his show last, so that's why he's at the bottom of the list. And for the tiebreaker, Ray is on the side of Nina Nunes to get the decision victory here over Cynthia Calvillo. So there you have that. I suppose I'm gonna side. Man, I don't know. Nina Nunes had the baby. I see her. She's in a lot of pictures with Amanda and the baby. So there's a couple pictures of her training, but Calvillo, she's got legit videos of her training. The first one, when you opened up her Instagram page, Brandon Moreno is training side by side with her. He's not holding pads or nothing with her, but they're both in a same like training octagon. They're both throwing mad quick strikes. It's pretty legit. It seems legit, I guess. So I'm gonna go with, I think Calvillo still wants it more. Nina Nunes, her wife's a millionaire. Does she really need the money? No, she's already living that lifestyle where she doesn't have to fight if she doesn't want. She's more the homemaker. She is the mommy. She's the one that birthed the baby. And Amanda will eventually get that belt back, I imagine. And still, like I've already said, Amanda already a millionaire. So Calvillo, I think she wants a little resurgence. She wants it a little bit more. It seems like she's putting in a little bit harder work over at, where was I saying? Syndicate. She did switch gyms. She was an alpha male. Now I believe she's at Syndicate, and I've seen her in pictures with John Wood, the other coach, Max Laley, and Emily Whitmire, of all people. So that's pretty good. I don't know. It's a coin flip, man. Coin flip. But in this case, I'm going to go with Vlad, the female whisperer. As of lately, he's been hitting them. He's been hitting these female picks. Down here, he picked Courtney Casey, too. So I'm going to go with Vlad. I'm going to take Cynthia Calvillo here to get the victory. Obviously, female fight, I'm going to take it by decision. So, to recap, time check. And I'm not over. Good. I'm trying to cut these back down to 10 minutes per fight. So, to recap, I've got Cast Iron Courtney Casey beating Antonina Shevchenko, La Pantera by decision in a very close fight. It really, guys, could be coin flip. You know what? Just watch the face-offs and attend my live stream with Manny from MMA Bets. Hopefully Dave will be back because he sent his motherboard to get fixed after he spilt bong water on it, short-circuited. So, big mess there. But anyway, hopefully he'll be back, and I will give you my solid pick on these fights come Friday night. And then I've got Pretty Ricky Turcios with the full capper consensus, getting a decision over Aimann Zahabi. Aimann Zahabi is live. He does have a chance. He grew up, his brother's Faraz, his older brother, and I think he's using that as his, like, to help lift his name. But Zahabi, he is coming off a nice win though against Draco Rodriguez, but Ricky Turcios should win the decision by doubling or tripling the volume of punches. Pretty Ricky's gonna win that by decision. He's just gonna have so many more significant strikes. I forget, Wheezy said the stats, and the stats are definitely, I think Turcios is throwing like 15 punches a minute, landing like 10 of them, where Zahabi's throwing, I want to say, 10. I don't know. I can't exactly remember, but links for all these cappers will be in the description. Check them out. Check out Stat Diggers. Rewatch the breakdown for this, and he'll tell you exactly what the striking stats are. And they're heavily in the favor of Ricky Turcios, and that's why I'm going there with decision. And finally, I'm taking Cynthia Calvillo against the capper majority. I'm going to ride with Vlad's pick. He seems to know he's talking about Guru. God bless Guru too. He's very, he's more coin flipper too when it comes to females. But these are both female fights. These two, it's very hard to predict right now. But this low level fight, I think Calvillo wants it more. Nunes is content with her complacent mommy role. Had the baby, loving the baby, which is fantastic. But Calvillo, I think, is putting in a little more effort in the gym, it seems to me. So I'm going to side with her to get the decision victory there. Not confident, but I will put a parlay in with Courtney Casey, Pretty Ricky Turcios, and Cynthia Calvillo. Be a 3-leg parlay. I'll put this in right now after I'm done with this video. So thanks for watching. Give me that thumbs up, please. Subscribe if you haven't done that. I appreciate every subscriber that has joined as of lately. It's kind of blowing my mind a little bit how many subscribers I've got. But I thank you. That's why I put this work in, making videos 4 nights out of the week. That's pretty darn good, I would say. Consistently too, since 2020. Coming at you. So anyway, thanks for watching. Good luck on your bets, and I'll see you guys tomorrow when I break down some of the main card.